Are you awake in the now to respond to what is there for you that is correct for you? Self-love comes through correct behavior, accepting yourself, knowing yourself, right? There was once this analogy that I really loved where it was like the world is full of broken glass and sharp objects. One way you could theorize about solving that would be to advocate about covering the world in leather. But on a practical note, you're not going to cover the world in leather, or you could cover your own feet with leather to protect them. That's akin to correct behavior, right? Because it's like you can try to get self-love through the outside by making other people make you feel loved, worthy of that love, which it could never come through. That's always going to be empty. It always has to come through your own correct behavior. And being correct doesn't mean that it's easy. Doesn't mean you don't have to let go of things. Doesn't mean you don't have to work through your own not self themes, right? Those themes exist through the not self. So until you are correct as yourself, until you accept yourself and your behavior is correct in alignment with your truth. So for me, that's my behavior being in alignment with my feeling and my gut and my knowing. There's no self-love for me. And through that self-love, the binary is self-hate. If I'm incorrect in my behavior, out of that comes the hate of the self. And then that gets projected outward. And that becomes other people hating me hating other people. So love comes through correct behavior, and it's selfishness, right? To be correct is to be selfish, is to be tuned into what is your truth and then choosing that. And that extends out to love in the world. And then it doesn't really matter what other people's truth is. There's no interest in having to cover the world in leather or argue with the glass on the street. There's a deep power that comes from truth and honoring yourself through your own behavior. And then watch what happens. Watch how little it really matters what the behavior of others is, because you can always respond to what is as yourself. And for me, like open spleen stuff, it's like my out self can hold on to things that are not good for me. So it's up to me to let them go, to be correct. Nobody else can do that for me. Nobody else could say, drinking is incorrect, I'm not going to do it anymore. Now I have to go through all the stuff to let go of that attachment. It's a very inward process. Everybody wants to blame it outside of them. And there's no fault, but a recognition and an awareness of it's not solved out there. You can only be corrected through your own behavior. That's where your true power lies. All you can do is be correct yourself. The G center, it's a monopole. It's always attracting. So you're attracting what is correct for you.